Hello everyone, this is Michelle Konieczny and I'd like to welcome you to Grascan Construction's annual Company Safety Meeting 2021. I hope you enjoy the meeting. On our agenda today, we have the following topics: a message from the President, Angelo Grassa, CORE 2021, COVID-19, training, internal, external, our company barbecue. So let's start things off by hearing our message from the President of Grascan, Angelo Grassa.
Hello everyone at Grascan. I'm sure everybody knows who I am, so I'm just going to cut right to the point. I've been asked to say a few words about the health of Grascan, and we did a review, and we did a annual assessment, and we did what we would call a physical of the company. And the company is in amazing shape. And I'd like to first of all point out that one of the key ingredients to why it's in such good shape is everybody's buy-in to being safe and healthy on our projects, especially over the last 17 months during this CORE and COVID situation. So I, first and foremost, keep up that good work. The other barometer of health is our future. Our future is not only bright, but it is amazing. We have at least 3 years of solid work ahead of us now. Between York Region, 2 major projects in York Region, which one just commenced. Then the second one starts at the end of July, at the beginning of August. One major project in the city of Toronto that's going to commence in the next week. And our ongoing relationship with Metrolinx, which I know at sometimes is a little bit strenuous to the nerves, but our future and our health is in an amazing shape. So from myself and John and the upper management of Grascan, I want to first and foremost thank everyone for being safe, but also believing in the importance of safety and how it affects us not only physically, but mentally. Keep up the good work and know that between York Region, the City of Toronto, and Metrolinx, we have a lot of good things in our future. Stay healthy and stay well.
Thank you, Angelo. Moving on to our next topic, CORE 2021. This year, Grascan went through an external audit. The auditor visited all Grascan work sites, as well as our 2 office locations, 61 Steinway and 85 Devon. Did I mention the external audit was quite the rigorous event? Well, there were no stones unturned. The auditor concurred that what Grascan said they were doing in the health and safety of its employees was conclusively confirmed. No smoke and mirrors here. It was definitely a high five for Grascan. Grascan scored 88% on its final audit. Our certificate is in good standing until April 22, 2024. That being said, there is always room for improvement. A couple highlighted areas that were recommended were to focus more closely on its subcontractors and their delivery of documentation. Closer administrative monitoring and follow-up was advised to ensure documents are being submitted in a timely fashion. Subcontractors need to further communicate site hazards to all employees working on each project in a more transparent manner. From these and other recommendations from the auditor, Grascan will adhere and succeed moving forward. There has also been a new rotation in the Joint Health and Safety Committees, internally and externally. New procedures have come into play as per Grascan's audit, which will be proactive towards maintaining CORE certification. We welcome all new Joint Health and Safety Committee members and look forward to your input, and thank you again for participating. Other highlights noted from the auditor's words himself: well organized, orderly work sites, outstanding workplace violence and harassment risk assessments, best the auditor has ever seen, loyal, committed workforce who express confidence in their leaders and safety, well nurtured company culture, feeling like a family environment. Additional words from the auditor. Throughout the audit process, and despite the deficiencies found, overwhelming evidence of a strong safety culture was presented. The dedication of resources to Grascan's health and safety management system was evident. All Grascan personnel, from management to worker level, expressed a commitment to continual improvement and demonstrated a sincere loyalty towards the company. It was a pleasure to visit a workplace with such a strong sense of dedication and passion expressed by the people who work there. Senior management has clearly instilled strong values into the fabric of their operation, which is maintained and reinforced by committed frontline leadership and a strong team of dedicated health and safety professionals. All in all, congratulations to everyone who participated in the interview process. All required documentation, such as site inspections, annual reviews, and JHAs were completed in a timely fashion. As this past year has been more than challenging, Grascan remained vigilant in maintaining its exuberant efforts in fine team fashion. Our next topic for discussion is COVID-19. As the world journeyed through 3 phases of COVID-19 so far, we are seeing some light at the end of the road. Mass vaccinations are taking place, moving us in a forward direction. Although sadly, some lives have been challenged, displaced, segregated, even lost. Through all of this, Grascan's priorities focus not only putting PPE, policies and procedures into place, but maintaining them as well in order to give direction and keep all its employees safe, physically and mentally. Without a support system in critical times, there would only be fragmentation. This was the total opposite at Grascan. The president and vice president, in collaboration with management, exhausted all efforts to put into place that all PPE, safety supplies, and tools for support were and remain readily available for all its employees. Some of those mandatory protocols put into place to protect employees, as recommended by the Ministry of Labour and the Occupational Health and Safety Act, were the following: COVID-19 screening on site and at the office locations, contact tracing, posters, COVID-19 policy, flowchart indicating what workers' next steps are in the event of a COVID-19 contact with someone. PPE was readily available and supplied regularly. Communication and awareness from the President via emails, keeping everyone updated. Next up is training. As COVID-19 left a detrimental effect in the construction sector, one of those would entail the training of its employees. As Grascan's services were essential, it was extremely challenging getting employees trained as facilities were closed due to COVID-19. That being said, institutions such as IHSA, Local 183 and Local 793 were offering online training throughout the pandemic for those available and provided extensions for expired courses such as working at heights and first aid. As restrictions are now being lifted, training is slowly opening up and should resume in the near future. If you have any questions about your record of training and courses, you can contact the Health and Safety Office for any clarification or registration required at 416-213-8766. Last but not least, everyone's favorite, the company barbecue. As was imminent last year, the pandemic continued into 2021, and again this year, the company barbecue could not be held. This is an important event at Grascan as it brings the company together to celebrate its successes and challenges and to discuss past, present, and future plans of the company. It represents the cohesion of work, its employees, compassion, commitment, and safety. When time allows and it is safe to do so, the company barbecue will be held. To this end, we look forward to gathering once again and enjoy life as we once knew it. Thank you so much for listening to Grascan's 2021 Annual Company Safety Meeting. Stay well.